Hi teacher moms, my name is Hadra Marie, teacher and educational specialist. I have a master's degree in elementary education as well as an educational specialist degree in educational leadership. I'm also a homeschooling mom of 4. In today's video, I'm going to go over the challenges of homeschooling. Another challenge in homeschooling your children is it can be expensive. So sometimes people say, oh, it doesn't cost that much to homeschool. Homeschooling is free. Yeah, okay, it could be free. I mean, you could check out books from the library. That's true. There are things that you can do to make it low cost. But homeschooling is expensive. When you decide to homeschool your child, you're becoming responsible for buying your curriculum. And if you have multiple children, that's multiple curriculum. When your child goes to school, you're not responsible for buying the reading book, the math book, the science book, the social studies book. You're not responsible for buying all these different books and things that your children use. When you are homeschooling your child, you're buying all the books for all those different subjects, but then multiplying it times however many children you have. Not to mention that you're also buying additional material besides just the curriculum. So for example, in science, you might buy the science book, but then what about the materials for the science experiments? Who's buying that? You have to buy those things. You're buying, when your child goes to school, there's already microscopes there. At home, do you have a microscope? You have to buy the microscope. You have to buy these different things that your child is going to use in order to fully understand the concepts. And not even just that, the school buys things when your child goes to traditional school, but guess what? Teachers buy a lot of stuff for their classroom. So when you go into a typical classroom, yeah, there's curriculum, but there's a lot of things, like for example, the decorations, the posters, a lot of the materials, the games. The school did not buy those things. The teacher bought those things. All the books in her library, his or her library, the teacher bought those things. So just keep that in mind, that when you're homeschooling your child and you want them to have all these different games and puzzles and learning materials, someone has to purchase those things if you want your child to have that. So for example, if your child is learning math, they need something to count with. Okay, they can use beans. They might need a math game. So not only did you buy the math curriculum, but now you're buying math games to help your child learn this particular concept. Now you're buying play money. Now you're buying fraction circles. Now you're buying all these different things in order for your child to really grasp the concept. So homeschooling can be expensive. So that's another challenge to consider when deciding to homeschool your children.